My name's Ian Callen. I grow cricket bat willow. I make the bats, obviously, out of the willow. And for the past 18 years I've been growing trees in Australia from rootstock that was sent to Australia back in 1902 by English Test Captain Archie McLaren. As a bat maker I began in '85, and the first problem I had was trying to get quality wood. Learnt that it was virtually impossible to make bats here in Australia unless you had your own supply. You had to source our timber from the UK. The best quality timber was usually left in the UK for UK bat makers. By the time you shipped it to Australia and made the bats, sent them out to the sports stores and got paid, it was very difficult. The season was on you again. So I began researching the cricket bat willow industry in Australia. Lindsay Hassett was a player that used to use a bat made by Crockett's. Crockett family had been making bats since, let's say, 1910, say. Onwards in '56 it was felled, and the whole plantation was felled, and that was the end of the industry. So I was keen to try and re-establish it as a bat maker and as a cricketer who was retiring from the game. I wanted to stay involved in the game in some way, and I thought this was a way I could do it. So I discovered there was a number of trees that Crockett had sent out to different farmers around the country, and we located stock from those trees, which came from the original rootstock. And what we've done now is we've established the plantation at Healesville. 18 years on, we're thrilled that we're making cricket bats and quality bats from the trees. I guess that was the thing that we're worried about most, was that after all the years of waiting, was the timber going to be good enough? I walked into a ground last summer and at Warrialloc, and the club room or the grandstand windows heard the smashing of the glass and the crashing of glass, and I looked up and there was a guy out in the middle using a Callen bat made from the trees at Healesville, and since then we've had hundreds being made, and we've had guys making double hundreds. So we're thrilled with the type of the timber we've got. We've got people in the UK now making hundreds with the bats. So it's very comparable to English willow. Unfortunately, I'm getting it. I just had a shoulder replacement, and I'm getting on in years, and I just need to slow down a bit. So I've got two plantations I'm trying to maintain. I've got the bat business, and obviously I've still got a lot of interest in the coaching. And I've now come to the decision that I need to probably sell up one of the plantations to reduce my workload. So we're putting the plantation on the market. Hopefully it'll go to someone in Australia who will carry on the idea. And 18 years down the track, we've virtually established an industry. There's Lachlan Fisher, who's a bat maker, who also has plantations. So the number of trees are there. We just need to be able to carry on that extra step now, and I think Australia will have an industry comparable to what they have in the UK. We do it totally different to that in the UK, where we grow them in plantation format. They grow them in plots on farms. You won't see a plantation like that at Healesville, where you can, what would you call it, sustainable, renewable, and also storing valuable asset to the environment, where it stores carbon from the atmosphere, and then that's later stored in bats that are used on the cricket field. So there's a lot of benefits from the project, and we hope that someone here in Australia can carry it on.
Now, it has taken up the good part of the last couple of decades of your life working with the Callen bats. What have you loved about the whole process?
I guess it being there from the start, watching the trees grow, being out in the fresh air, and then seeing a look on someone's face when they come off the ground with 100 using one of your bats. I mean, there's no better feeling a better reward for me personally than the success of those cricketers who are using my product. You know, I've been in it now since '85 making the cricket bats, so I've had, you know, it's been an enjoyable time, and plus you're around cricket people all the time talking cricket. It's taken me all over the world, meeting marvellous people, cricket people, and you know, I've got a lot of friends in the game, and as everyone who plays the game has. So I just hope that there's, you know, the next generation that pursue it with a passion that I have, and I wish them all the luck.
So looking forward to the years ahead. You're putting a lot of focus on your coaching career. Can you tell us where that's taken you so far?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been coaching for a long time, and whether, you know, just even when you're playing, you're still coaching. You're coaching the young kids coming in as a mentor, you know, helping them. You know, I've enjoyed every minute. I've been working with blokes like David Saker, who's now coaching or leading the coaching the England bowlers in the UK. To see him go on and do that is fantastic, and I'm sure some of my ideas are being put through into English cricket. To watch young blokes like Hastings come through when I was at Footscray, and now to see Evan Golbus doing so well in Hobart in Tasmania, Ryan Sidebottom coming through, young kids that you work with, and there's obviously a few, you know, before that, but I enjoy seeing the results of what your input into their life, into their cricket. Where I'm heading at the moment is I'm working towards developing junior cricketers. I'm doing a lot of work with a lot of local clubs in the area of developing junior cricketers, and mentoring coaches. You know, we're trying to. I just think there's some areas of the game that aren't being taught as well as they should be, particularly bowling actions. We don't seem to be teaching the side-on action anymore, and I think it's critical that should always be something that's coached in the game. I mean, there's a lot of people saying, you know, it causes back injuries and whatever, but if you do it right, I don't think it's a problem. And to get that ball jagging off the pitch away from the right hand is something that needs to stay in the game. And if you don't get into a side-on position, you're not going to be able. You can't do it. You need to be able to rotate over your front leg. And when you really think about it, if you don't get into a side-on position, you can't get drift, you can't get spin, you can't get swing. So it's something that needs to be taught.
Is there anything further on the pipeline you're looking to, you know, take the next step with your coaching career?
Oh well, I'm doing a lot of things with the juniors, but I'm also doing online coaching. I mean, at the moment I'm doing some work in Dubai. I was over there a couple of weeks ago, and was fortunate enough to go to the ICC Centre and do some work there. A father can nowadays with technology, he can video his son, upload it to my website, and within a matter of minutes I can have my analysis back to him while his son's still bowling in the nets, or a coach or whoever needs some expert advice. So it's amazing the things that you can do, and I think, you know, there's coaches and there's coaches, and not everyone has the access to the experience that you know, people have played at the highest level have. The opportunities there are endless. I didn't think that it would ever be the way it is now. I mean, technology. You know, crikey, when I was playing the game, there was no computers. Then the first computers that came out were pretty ordinary, and then, you know, it's just so quick the way development's been. But it's mind-boggling to think that what I can do today, I can be at practice even while I'm sitting here. I can be sitting in my office here, but at practice in Dubai or wherever, and being able to offer advice or assistance or mentor another coach. You know, you can't be an expert in every field, so, and there's other people out there who are similar to me, and, you know, so the game finishes, but cricket continues to be played, and the opportunities are there for you.